but us. No one but us knows that.
That's because we're old.
Hi, everyone. I'm Philip.
I'm Tommy.
Welcome to RCX Unfiltered. And we have the lovely Tess behind the laptop as always.
Yeah.
Because she rushed back here.
I did.
To be here with us old guys.
She did something in a park with half a blood. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
It was a bloodletting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bloodletting after dark. But she made it back this week.
I did.
After going
Leaving
on
you.
some shenanigans last week.
I did shenanigans.
That's okay. We successfully Zoomed
Yep.
again last week,
We
which
did.
was a so I went. I don't know. Did you go back and watch last
I
week?
didn't. I haven't had time.
So the whole time it was sitting there going, starting. It was recording us. So like the first 3 minutes, I was, hey, look, we're waiting on this
oh.
because we started early, right? So
Yeah.
that's pretty funny.
Hi,
So,
Rachel.
Hey, Rachel. Hey,
Hey,
Bill.
Bill.
Bill Nye, the science guy.
Bill sang along to the Cheers theme with me today.
Did he?
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, I did see. Yeah, I did see that actually. Yeah. It was on my post.
Yeah,
That's why I
it
was
was.
sorry. We have a list tonight of
That's
things
right.
that we're going to talk about, which is very
We have a
unlike us.
manifest. Wait, no, that's not it.
Very unlike us. A list. And the nice thing is I can't read half of my handwriting. So
Well, I think it says DCX. Wait, no, that's an R. Sorry.
it's an R. It's an R. See the little curly thing?
Oh, yeah, I see.
Yeah. That says media. I can read my own handwriting. That says whip. I know what it says.
Mm-hmm.
I know what it says, man. All right. Full list tonight. We're going to talk Fall Festival, local comic shop day. We have some books. See, books.
We do got some funny books. That's true.
We're going to talk about tomorrow. Jacqueline and I are going to go live, talk about Heroes Con. We're going to talk about our sale that's still going on. Sale. We're going to talk about After Dark,
Mm-hmm.
which once again, Tess chose.
I agreed to this.
This was not forced by anyone other than Tess.
Yep.
So we'll get to that story later. I still feel attacked. Tess is making decisions and making me feel bad about it for some reason. I don't understand why. And then we're going to talk RCX media again if we get to it.
Media.
You want to do Fall Festival?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
We just started talking about it today. So local comic shop day has traditionally been a thing happening in the summer where Comics Pro as an organization tries to spotlight, hey, comic shops exist, you should go there.
And no one cares.
And it hasn't really worked out. They usually get a bunch of like Comics Pro exclusive variants, which sometimes they're just recolored versions of regular covers, and sometimes
Chromium.
or chromium. Sometimes they're really cool.
Shiny.
Occasionally they go for premium for a while.
For a day or two.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but anyway,
Like
So
chromium.
this
See,
year-
chromium shiny.
shiny,
Like that shiny.
so shiny. I like turtles. So what they did,
Hey, Brian.
this year is they have moved local comic shop day to the last Saturday in September, which we suggested. I
Which
can't
we really
say
did actually
I
suggest
can't say that they listened to us, but we both said the last weekend of September is the best time to do it. And we had already decided that was when we were going to do Fall Festival this year.
So it worked out.
So it worked out great. So we're going to sign up for local comic shop day, and they do it. They have a locator service kind of thing, similar to the free comic book day one.
Hey, Megan.
So, oh, hello.
It's my job. My job is just say hi. You keep going. You're doing a good job. Good job, man.
You're like a Walmart greeter.
Yeah,
You're
that's all I
doing a
got.
good job. So anyway, we just started talking about it. I'll be putting it together over the next couple of months, but if you're familiar with how Fall Festival has been the last few years, it is very similar to Free Comic Book Day.
Except for there's no free comics.
Except there's no free comics. I'll be reaching out to all of our regulars, our artists and vendors to see who wants to come set up the last weekend in September. September is a crazy month. we've got SPX and then Baltimore Comic Con and then
Fall Festival.
Fall Festival. It's like back to back to back.
Maybe we get Tess to dress up as a fall fairy
I could do it.
for Fall Festival.
I think we should dress up as piles of leaves. That seems very fall.
Yes.
It'll
I
be
would
like
a
Pizza the
tree.
Hut, but with leaves instead of pizza.
Oh my god.
Pizza.
But anyway,
And then Fall Festival is usually 11 to 4.
yeah, something like that. Yeah, we usually
Like we cut it off.
we don't cut
early
it. Doesn't
'cause
it doesn't last as
it gets
long.
dark.
Yeah,
No one likes being outside when
Yeah.
it's dark. So it's 11 to 4, I think. It's only like
Yeah.
5 hours. Get in, get out. Store doesn't close. Store doesn't
yeah, the store will
close
be
early
open.
that
And
day.
if the vendors want to stay until we close,
They
they're
should.
more than welcome to. But we're going to advertise it as 11 to 4. Yeah,
We'll do our cosplay contest at 4. Everyone leaves after.
I'm going to cosplay as an old man.
You should. You should.
I will. So the Fall Festival is the day before my birthday, and this year I'll be 50.
Behold.
50. You'll know. You'll understand one day when you get there.
I guess I will.
But I will probably bring a cake of some kind so people can have a cake.
I would love a cake. Thank you.
I guess you'll officially be old then.
I've been old since I was young. We're Gen X. We turned 30 when we were 12, and we turned 50 and we're still 30.
I'm still 30.
Yeah.
Got it. Got it down pat.
Yep.
I mean, must be okay. Tess keeps rushing back here to be a part of these. May let y'all in on that joke later. Some reason Tess decided to pick up a shovel and keep digging.
I do that all the time, though.
Yeah, but this one's like worse
How is this one worse?
because you basically accuse me of doing the digging.
I did.
Usually you just keep on with what you're doing, but this time you're like, I'm like, I didn't never pick up the shovel.
No, I handed you the shovel.
Yeah, I'm like, no, I'm gonna back away from that.
Oh my god.
I'm just saying.
You just stop talking.
Yeah, sorry. So anyway, Fall Festival.
Yep.
So we got that out of the way. Books. We'll talk books.
Yeah, let's talk about books.
All right. First up, we're going to talk about Ultimate Spider-Man number 6, the end of the first story arc, where absolutely nothing has still happened, but
It is the best book where
best
nothing happens.
it's
yeah.
literally the best book on the market where
Yep.
nothing happens. But there is great dialogue between Peter and Mary Jane and the kids.
And the kids, yeah. It is exactly for those people who are like, oh, I want Peter to grow up. Well, here he is.
Here he is.
And it's exactly what I was hoping from a grown up
Yep.
Peter with kids.
Here's a little bit of art and a Stormbreaker page. I just like this art.
It is very good.
It's nice. But it does end our first story arc with the there's some action with the Goblin and Spider-Man versus the Kingy Pen.
Yeah, we haven't delved too much into like the Maker lore and all that.
We're getting
Yet.
there though.
Yeah, I imagine the next story arc will probably get more of it.
Good old.
Yeah, so far, all the Ultimate stuff I've read has been really good.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed all of it.
It's all been pretty good.
I'm a little bit behind on X-Men and Black Panther, but
Yeah, I don't think I read the.
yeah, they're in my stack of things to be read. I'm hoping to get through them this week.
Yeah, it's definitely a good run. I mean, it's once again, if you read the first 6 issues, Brian, and you're expecting just all out action, you're going to be disappointed. But the story in it is excellent.
Yeah, it's really good.
And because the build up of everything is really good. And I think one of the things that helped really, which is kind of odd, is that the Ultimates number 1 coming out before this issue helped.
Yeah,
I mean, you don't need it, but how they're going to do that book is a different.
it's very interesting.
It's very interesting. So, but yep, still a big fan. The next up, we have Titans number 12, which kind of ends the second story arc of the Titan series. Kinda.
Man, yeah, it's
So the last two issues has basically been there was a girl who grew up watching the Teen Titans, and that's all she ever wanted to do was to help the Titans, or help people. And so she found Star Labs. Star Labs.
yeah.
Is that Star Labs?
It was Star Labs.
Yep, Star Labs. That was like, hey, we can help you, but of course, they were doing their own thing and basically kind of just bastardized this girl.
And if you're
So-
you're familiar with some deep DC lore, Dr. T.O. Morrow,
Yeah.
who is never a good guy,
No.
is the one who worked at Star Labs and who helped this young lady. One of the things they added to the Teen Titans lore, and this is one of those things that like every time they update the origins of the characters, because time moves on, but comics don't. They did a thing in the past called Text a Titan, where you got. They don't explain exactly how you got the number. I assume it was like a burner phone or something, but like you could text the Teen Titans and then they could text you back. And so like there's this really cool like flashback of her texting Donna Troy. And anyway, I love it when they add little lore things to. Anyway, I'm a nerd for that kind of stuff. I like it. Like every time there's a crisis and they update the timeline, they add new technology to the past.
Yeah.
So I enjoy that.
Yeah. I don't know why Star Labs is still a thing either, Brian. I
Yeah.
have no idea. Because it's fun. That's why.
Yeah.
It's always fun. Well, Star Labs. What could
Yeah.
go wrong?
Yep.
But anyway, so that is yeah, we're doing this right.
Yeah. We
Sorry.
should do yours last.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at.
Yeah.
That way
Yeah, because we're both gonna.
So next up is the Amazing Spider-Man 52 with the Spider Goblin. I'll let Tommy take this one away.
I really enjoyed this issue. And I know that like the complaints I hear on the internet are like they just did this story arc with Peter where he went dark and blah blah blah. And I'm like, no, they did a story arc with Peter where he went not just dark, but like sort of sinister. And this is crazy Goblin Peter. It's a different kind of evil.
Yeah, it's a completely different
This is chaos incarnate Spider Goblin.
yeah, this is where Craven is scared of him.
Yeah, Craven is literally like, I'm gonna run away, and I'm not gonna feel bad about
Yeah.
running away. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna run, and I'm gonna run far.
And then, God, the supporting cast that they've built
Hang on. I can show you the support cast.
is like Kamala knows something's going on, and so like she calls Norman, and Norman is spoiler. Norman's evil again. It's not really a spoiler.
But it's the way they're doing everything
It's
in here
very
is
odd.
like it's
Yeah,
very
it's-
odd. So it's not really Norman being evil. It's really a different character. It's kind
Yeah.
of hard to say. Yeah.
So it's the team that is being put together accidentally. It's Kamala Khan. It's Kurt Connors, Dr. Kurt Connors, not the lizard.
Right.
Jonah Jameson. Doc Ock's old arms
Original arms.
that Jonah's pals with somehow.
Their pet. It's
Basically
Jonah's
his pet. And Wreck Rap, which might be my favorite version of stupid Spider-Man. What? Flip it back a page. I just want to make sure I get it right. Look tight, big believers.
Good old wreck rap.
Oh God. So anyway, Chasm / Ben Reilly is also in this issue, trying to help. Help? I don't know.
He tried.
Whatever Ben's doing, he's doing.
So anyway, yeah,
But yeah,
the Amazing
I'm-
Spider-Man has been pretty good.
I'm having fun with it. I like nobody hates this book more than the people on the internet, but they hate everything.
I mean, what else are you gonna do with the book?
Yeah, I guess.
Can we get more wreck rap?
I love Wreck Rap, but I loved the whole like, what was the Dark Web? I loved the whole Dark Web story except for the Venom parts.
I enjoyed Dark Web.
I
Like
thought
the
it was-
main
it
Dark
was
Web.
fun.
Yeah, I just thought that was the whole point, was stupid fun. Because everything in it was stupid except for Ben, who took everything so serious.
Which
Which was
kind of made
perfect.
it funnier.
Yes. It's like, come on.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm enjoying it. They did just announce today that the arc in Amazing Spider-Man that starts in September is the last arc of this creative team. Zeb Wells and Romita Jr. are doing the last arc, and it's going to be the final showdown with Tombstone, which is what I've been waiting for this whole time.
Well, there you go.
I'm very excited for
Well,
that.
now you gotta just make it to next year.
Yep.
Good luck, kids. All right. Next is Nightwing 115, Fallen Grayson Part 2 of 5.
And this, we finally see what the fallen part is.
And we finally get to find out why. And wow. Tom Taylor loves Nightwing.
Yeah.
He truly loves Nightwing. And this has been a best run of Nightwing ever.
Yeah, I agree.
That's been on anything. Even the supporting cast in this is great. And Tom Taylor even gets me to once again like Damian, which is really hard for me to like Damian.
I loved in the last issue, he was like, I wore a suit. He's just so unhappy about it.
And then like in this one, like a building's on fire. And immediately Damian's like, you can't go down. You got to go 2 floors up and go across to this other building. And Barbara's like, do you just remember every escape route? He goes, yeah.
Of course.
Like, sure. I was like, all right. So, yep. So we're getting down to the, this is what, 2, 3, 4 more issues.
4 more issues until
this one's
I'm
coming
sad.
out. This is included. 4 more issue until they haven't said what they're going to do with Nightwing. I'm assuming it's just going to end for a little bit. Maybe. I have no idea.
I don't know. Well, I don't know what they're going to do. But
but it has been phenomenal. And they released like 2 of the final covers this week. And one of them is wonderful.
Yeah.
It's like a 3-page panel, 3-panel page.
Mm.
So the first panel, it shows like all the characters running across the screen. And then the middle one is the dog jumping up and like waving to the camera. And then the third panel is Nightwing stepping back again doing this. Yeah, it is wonderful. Like it is truly wonderful. But and then we get more flashbacks on Grayson when he first tried to do gymnastics.
He had a oopsie.
Yeah, he had a major oopsie. So lots of things happen. So if you've been reading this from the beginning, a lot of stuff starts getting tied back together in this. And so, Gregory, I'm not going to go Damian's great. That's not calm down, mister. But anyway, this is excellent. I'm going to miss Tom Taylor on Nightwing.
I am too.
And now
we're going to go with Bill's pick of the week. I'm sorry, my pick of the week.
Tommy's pick of the week is Uncle Scrooge and the Infinity Dime. Number 1. It's only a one-shot.
It is a one-shot, and I hope it leads to more Disney one-shots.
Which we know we're getting 2 more.
Yeah, we know we're getting a couple what-ifs with Donald.
And this is technically a what-if also.
It is. And it has, there's a letter from Jason Aaron at the beginning that made me even more excited to read the book.
Letter? There we go. Sorry.
And the story that he references as the catalyst for this story, they reprint in the back.
So the original Scrooge story, where he's a not so good person to go along with, the Christmas Scrooge, is in here, and how Uncle Scrooge became the person he was. It's basically a what if, like, what if that didn't happen?
Yeah.
So it's like,
and I never really read a lot of duck stuff. I watched DuckTales. I love the cartoon, but I never really read the comics as a kid. But like Jason Aaron is basically like Uncle Scrooge is the greatest action adventure hero in the history of comics. I was like, that is a bold statement, sir. But he does a lot in this to make me think, you know what? Maybe he is.
And the main story is split up in 4 chapters and is done by 4 different artists.
Yeah.
All written by Jason Aaron, but 4 different artists.
And this was one where, like, Marvel went to Jason Aaron and they were like, if you could write any character in the history of comics, who would it be? And he was like, Uncle Scrooge. No hesitation.
Yeah.
And they were like, what? And he was like, no, Uncle Scrooge. He's the best.
Yep.
So, and it really, the story, the way they do it.
And to answer everyone's questions, yes, there's the next 2 books. What if Donald Duck became Wolverine, and what if Donald Duck became Thor?
So this reads similarly to like a Spider-Verse type story.
Yeah.
We get a bunch of versions of Uncle Scrooge, and then we get a bunch of Donald Ducks, and a Legion of Donalds is a violent, violent wave.
Man, yeah. I did not see that coming.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
But the
I'm not going to show you all the pages.
it was a lot of fun. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
If you're a fan of ducks in any form, this is great because we get to see Gyro.
Yeah.
And actually, we got a few Gyros because they're doing all the multiverse stuff. Yeah. So it's super fun, and it is basically an action adventure story.
It is action adventure. Yeah. And then the original. And then here's the original with Christmas on Bear Mountain. So they reprint the whole story in the back of it also, which I thought was great because it was like, well, if no one's really read the Duck stuff, they're not going to really get a lot of these references. But I'm like, hey, guess what? They reprinted the whole story in the back. So, and then basically Mickey is Hawkeye.
Yeah.
And the Wolverine. What if Wolverine? I'm kind of excited for that too. That's got to be dumb, right?
Yeah.
It's got to be dumb fun. But anyway, I highly suggest this book.
It's really good.
Yeah. If you like Disney stuff or you like the Duck stuff or you just want a fun story, this is it. And you, once again, like I said, you get the original Scrooge McDuck story, which is also a great thing.
And a totally rad Alex Ross cover. Like
all the covers, all the variant covers on this book were excellent.
This is the first time in a long time that I've ordered a bunch of variants for a book. I didn't order a ton of each of them, but they were so cool. All of them were. So I ordered a handful of all of them.
Yeah, it was well done. And then my pick of the week,
which really is everybody's pick of the week,
is Wonder Woman number 10.
God.
So for DC or anybody, Nightwing has been my favorite book up until this issue. And now with Wonder Woman is probably my favorite book.
And I don't think it's a stretch, only 10 issues in, to say this is probably the best run of Wonder Woman ever written.
Yeah, it is probably. Tom King has figured Wonder Woman out to a T. It is amazing. So, hey, Gregory, guess what? You don't work here anymore, so it doesn't matter. Oh, poor Gregory. So anyway,
this would have also been my pick of the week, but Philip, this is
people lose to the owner a lot.
Yeah, it happens. It's weird.
It's weird how that works. Yeah.
But the main story in this, I think Tom King understands the trinity of DC better than almost any writer, maybe any writer. I don't know. Like
he might understand it as well as anybody.
Because there's some stuff in here about Batman and Superman and their relationship to their villains that is just like, and then juxtaposed about Wonder Woman and her villains. Anyway, it's really a brilliant commentary on how these characters interact with each other. God, this book is so good.
When is the trade coming out? Do you know?
The way that DC's been publishing their trades, I don't know.
Yeah, we have no idea.
I don't know. So some of them, like they'll do the hardcover first, and then
I think they did just do a hardcover and a trade at the same time for something.
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah.
So there may
hopefully that will be their go-to.
But the thing that I found interesting, so this is kind of, it actually said like finale. So
Of this,
of
the
this,
story
so
arc, yeah.
right. So it's almost like this was a 9-issue story arc
Mhm.
Ooh.
because the one issue was a throwaway issue, even though it was excellent.
It was amazing.
That was where they go get a birthday present for Batman. Her and
Yeah,
Superman.
Superman and Wonder Woman go to the mall in space. Gregory said the trade is allegedly July 2nd.
Huh,
Cool.
So that should be right around the corner then.
Yep.
So,
I want one.
but I'm wonder if it's going to be the first, like the 9. I don't know.
I think it's only the first 5 issues.
Is it?
I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
It's really weird how they've set this
Yeah.
up. Because I know they're talking about. So also a part of this, which is kind of Tommy's favorite part, is the backup story
It's so good.
with Damien and
John
and
and
Trinity. But my understanding is with that they're going to actually do its own little trade for this.
Good.
Yeah.
You have to order me one.
So,
Thank you.
so that they're going to do in a separate
Yeah.
in a separate trade because they're doing that with the other Wonder Woman, the young Diana.
Yeah.
That was in the other Wonder Woman series before this. They're doing that in its own trade too.
Mhm.
So that's kind of how they're said they're going to do the backup stories.
Yeah, I cannot express how much everyone should read this book.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. The art is
Yep.
absolutely beautiful. It's the best characterization of Wonder Woman I've read in a long time. He just gets her character.
Yeah, there's a 2-page spread in here that's tough.
Yeah. Yeah. And when you get
2 pages, it's not a 2-page
and
spread, but
when you
it's-
get to the end of the story and realize exactly what she has done, I literally have goosebumps right now talking about it.
yeah,
God.
it is hard.
Yeah. Anyway, best Wonder Woman ever.
So I got through reading it last night and I looked over at Jacqueline. I said, in 10 issues, we've now overtaken Greg Rucka as my favorite Wonder Woman run.
Yeah.
I mean, up until that issue,
His first run.
it was
Yeah.
it was still Rucka's first run on Wonder Woman. That was my favorite. But as of last night with issue 10.
Yeah. Yeah, we both had the same feeling about that book.
I actually texted Tommy about it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So let me explain.
Yeah,
this
he
thing.
was like, "What's your pick of the week?" And I was like, "I don't know. What's yours?" He's like, "Well, I wanted to hear yours first." I'm like, "Well, yours is Wonder Woman. It's literally the only book you texted me about yesterday that you read."
And I read everything.
I know.
last night.
Yeah.
I did. The only book that I'm getting this week that I have not read is Captain America, but that's because the box didn't show up till
Box showed up late. Yeah.
but it was there.
I still have a couple books I haven't read yet that I'm excited to read. Sale.
Amazing. There's just so many trades. Yeah, there's tons of stuff. There's tons of good stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff.
I had that conversation with someone in here last Thursday, where they were talking about how people complained about everything. And I said, "Well, let me explain."
I was telling somebody yesterday, I was like, look, if you're reading something, you're like, oh, I don't like this, you're reading the wrong thing. There's
Right.
too many good books
Yeah.
to be reading things you don't like.
Yeah, 100%. Like, there's really no need to.
And if
Be
your
doing
favorite character isn't good right now, it's comics. Just stop reading it for a while.
Yeah.
When the
Yeah,
next
no.
creative team jumps on, jump back. See what happens.
Yeah, I'm a prime example of that. I had every Amazing Spider-Man comic. I skipped an entire story arc.
Yep. I had to pick a new series trades. This Wonder Woman or any of the Energon books, Transformers.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you. And if you want to talk about starting like brand new with a new #1 that just came out, you could pick Space Ghost, Dick Tracy, like any of those things that you would sit there and go, what? Like they're not the comic strip and they're not the animated.
Thundercats book
The new
has been
Thundercats
great.
book has been great.
There's a Powerpuff Girl type 4.
Yeah, there's been tons of like it's Geiger. I love Geiger.
I haven't read. He keeps telling me I need to read them. I haven't read any of that.
Geiger is part of the Ghost Machine. Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you.
You're welcome.
And I've loved Geiger from the beginning, but they are doing a really good job with it still.
Image
So-
has a few good books up. Man's Best, which is one of the books I haven't read yet this week, has been really good. We're getting Daniel Warren Johnson is writing a new book called is it the Moon
Yeah,
Followed Us or something
like that. Yeah,
that's coming out. I can't remember when. It just got announced today, but it looks really cool. There's a frog wearing a eye patch and a crown.
Yes.
Yeah, it looks awesome. It looks like a weird hybrid of sci-fi and fantasy, which I don't see very often. So I'm very excited to read that.
And then Jeff Lemire's got a new book coming out from Boom soon called Minor Arcana, and it's Jeff Lemire writing anything that he writes.
Yeah.
It's going to be excellent.
Yeah.
So, see here if it says what that's about. Yeah,
And Brian says you have to pick only one.
Only one.
only one.
So
I mean, we give you a bunch of stuff. Like, what do you like? That's overall Energon Universe.
Yeah, for me, it's the Energon Universe, Transformers. Everyone in the world should read Transformers,
Yep.
even if you've never read Transformers before.
And you've never had to read Transformers.
No, this is all new lore. But if you're a fan of the old stuff, you'll enjoy it just as much or even more.
Yeah.
If you've ever want to see Optimus Prime suplex Starscream,
Sure.
it's in there.
Yeah, if you want to see a whole bunch of stuff, I mean, there's like he's writing the story with the Transformers, but it could really be anyone. It's not.
Yeah.
It's just so happened he's writing it with giant transforming robots.
So good.
So I forgot to tell you last week. I meant to tell you last week. Jacqueline sent me a thing. So for years you've known me.
Mhm.
And the way I've always explained Walking Dead, it had nothing to do with zombies.
Right.
It was a human story, and they
Mhm.
could have used rabid squirrels.
I use the same. Yeah. I don't know if I stole that from you or you stole it from
Yeah,
me, but
you stole it from me. 'Cause
Okay.
I've been saying it before that
all right.
a guy's writing a book
Yeah.
about the rabid squirrels and the zombie squirrels.
That's
And
amazing.
Jacqueline sent it to me the other day. I went, son of a. Because I've been saying that for 20 years. Almost. Whenever Walking Dead first came
Oh my
out. How long
God.
has it been?
I don't know.
It's a long time
It's
now,
at
right?
least 15 years.
Yeah.
Or maybe
I was
been 20
like,
years.
Son of a gun. I mean, it's
Wow.
my own fault because I have no desire to write anything, but it's the same. It's the pitch, literally the pitch
Yeah.
line for the book. I think it's a young adult book too.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, son of a gun. Once again, good ideas. I miss out. I don't know if
Yeah.
it's been much more interesting, but I mean, seeing
Yeah.
them run up someone's pants. It's been the Mississippi Squirrel Revival all over again. Yes, you won't get
Oh
that, but
my
it's
God.
fine.
I don't
That's
know
for
that
really
anybody but us is
but
gonna get
it's
that.
only for Tommy and
How
I.
southern are you guys? Is the question.
Just saying. All right. Anyway, our sale's still going on. So today was cookbooks. Yay!
We cooked the books. Wait, no.
So tomorrow is any book with a Black creator is 37% off, and we have
There's
tons.
so much. Yeah.
So that's on Wednesday. Thursday is going to be Image back issues is 25% off. Friday is going to be all ages 37% off. So tell all your teachers, all your friends, because usually teachers get a 25% discount for their classrooms.
Yeah.
This they'll get a 37% off. And then Saturday, the 22nd, is statues. All statues will be 25% off. You have to put up with Tommy and Tess Tess for all day, Tommy for most of the day. Then you have to put up with me, evidently, because I was told I was coming back.
You don't have to, but also I have noodle arms. I
we'll-
cannot lift Wonder Woman.
Actually, we'll talk. Actually, I should probably talk about Saturday too. But anyway, Saturday here, statues will be 25% off. And then Sunday will be all the dollar books will be 50 cents. Yay.
Yay!
Or buy one, get one. Take your pick.
However you want to look at it.
However you want to look at it. Yeah, go for it. Buy two, get two. Go wild. Just whatever you want to come up
If you
with.
buy 50, You'll
get
get
50 free. Yes.
I can math so good.
Man. And then Monday will be all the Marvel Masterworks. It'll be 37% off. And before you ask, is it the hard covers or the soft covers or whatever? If it's got the word Marvel and Masterwork on it, sure.
Whether they are mighty or not.
Mighty or not. That's right. And then next Tuesday, it'll be buy 2, get 1 free trades. So actually, it's a good week of sales.
Yeah, it is.
Everyone should come buy statues on Saturday.
That would be cool.
That way Tess can work out her noodle arms.
Yes, please. If we sell Wonder Woman, that means I can give her a hug before.
Every time you say noodle arms, all I can think is Dirty Dancing. Spaghetti arms.
All right. So anyway, so that's our sale for the next coming up week. So come join us. We still have these on the counter, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we
If
do.
not, take a picture quick. 3, 2, 1, moving on. All right. Also, this Saturday is RippleCon, which is hosted by Richmond Public Library. So Jacqueline and I will be set up at RippleCon from 10 to 4. And then we'll leave there at 4. I'll go home, take care of dogs, and then come back here.
I'm going to a concert Saturday, so I'm going to be leaving here around 5. So Tess might be by herself for
And won't be
a
long.
little while.
I can be by myself.
So
I
if you
just
want to really torment Tess, show up at 5
Please.
and ask for the heavy statues.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Thank you.
That's right, Bill. You've come in, buy $100 books, you get 100 free. Yeah, that's correct. So we'll be doing RippleCon and set up so if you're downtown Saturday morning, you can stop by there and see Jacqueline and I. Not exactly sure what we'll have down there. Maybe I'll take some sets. I know there'll be a whole bunch of young adult, all ages.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll make a small box of dollar books, dig through there for some all ages dollar books.
Yeah.
That way the kids can have fun, but we'll dig through all that stuff. So that'd be fun. And then we'll be back here to help Tess and her noodle on in the afternoon.
Brian, if you buy 200 books, you get 200 free.
Yes.
I know.
That's right. It's crazy, right, Brian?
Actually, I might give you 201.
Ooh, look at Tess making command
Uh-huh.
decisions.
Yeah. Uh-huh. I'm going to be here. That's Sunday, right?
You know,
I'll be
yeah.
by myself. I can do whatever I want.
I know. I was sitting there thinking, but that's Sunday. I'm like, oh yeah.
I can
That's
literally
zero
do whatever
Sunday
I
now.
want.
Yeah, right. Yep. I will not be here on Sunday. So y'all can make Tess and her noodle arms carry 200 pounds.
I would love that.
We will make sure that she does not have noodle arms by the end of the year.
Time to get swole, Tess.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Now, be fair, she's the one that started the noodle arm thing, but this is also the person who, after I told her, do not pick up that long box of comics and drag it to the store, I was like, I'll show you. I figure.
But no, to be fair, after she moved that one box, she was like, well, I've had that experience now.
That's it. I gave up. Okay?
I'm just
That's
saying.
enough.
That's the courage to give up. That's what I'm saying.
Like, no one ever voluntarily picks up a long box of comics. You were adorable.
I was really cute. And that's really all that matters.
She needs a forklift.
I deserve a forklift.
We're going to get her a hover around with a trailer.
Thank you.
That sounds amazing. I want to hover around with a trailer.
Oh,
Just to
God.
give you a push cart.
Thank you.
All right. Next is After Dark.
Wah, wah.
So we are doing After Dark this Friday,
This Friday.
June 21st at 9:30 p.m. on this channel. It will be 18 plus.
Yeah, don't bring your children's.
Do not bring your children to this. You can do whatever you want.
Actually, yeah, it's not. They're not
You know
my
what?
kids.
They're not my kids.
Yep.
I'm fine.
You know what? I ain't trying to parent.
Yeah, me either. Yeah, I was 10. I probably saw much worse than what we're going to talk about.
We're going to talk about some spicy books and some spicy artists.
But all comic related
It
or
is.
manga related. It's
Yep.
all industry related. It's just things that you don't normally talk about or see people talking about, but it's a part of the industry that's there.
Yep.
But it's not just part of our industry, it's a part of all industries that's there. And sometimes things can get missed out on really good books. Like one of the manga that we're going to talk about Friday, like when it took off, it took off. Like it was the number one selling manga for 6-8 months or
A long
something.
time,
And it may still be. I haven't looked up the numbers in a while because there's been a second volume out, right?
There's 2.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll talk about that. But that will be Friday at 9:30, June 21st at 9:30, and we will be live. We will be filming from my office, which you saw last week on here, but it will be the 3 of us. Once again, Tess's choice.
I said yes to this.
That's right.
You have it on camera.
That's right. I have lots of documentation of Tess saying yes to this.
It was like, we're going to do this. You don't have to be involved. And she was like, oh, I'm involved.
Yeah. I even brought her books last week.
I did.
she's
I
got
looked through them.
she's got lots of books.
Lots of books.
So that will be happening Friday. So should be kind of fun.
Cool.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too.
So we'll see how that plays out. And like I said, we're going to try to do, if everything works out well, we will start doing that once a month. I'm not going to say that every After Dark will be live, but I will say that we will do as many as we can live and others will be recorded.
Yeah.
But we will continue to do it because I kind of I like questions through some of that, but we will go back on those if we record it and answer after that.
I'm not sure if Tess is going to survive,
It'll be fine.
but I'm going to try.
Megan, trust me, you can't hold this one against her will. We are only playing in her world, regardless of what she says.
I won't get on her bad side. She's my dog.
No.
I say a lot of things.
No, yeah, don't trust me. We have very little control over what this one does.
I don't have much control over it either.
Yeah, I know it all sounds like, but it is not. She has decided to join this merry band.
I have. Yes,
She was the one decided to go all in
I did.
on Richmond Comics and RCX Media.
Yep.
Hey, nice segue.
Right? You like that?
I did. That was good.
Yeah.
That was
So
good.
we talked about it last week. We are still working through it. We actually have 4 shows that we will be producing. Right?
Yeah.
UnPHILtered will continue on Tuesdays, and it will always be live under the RCX Media banner.
Sometimes it might not be both Philip and I. I know there's at least one Tuesday that we won't be here at all, but the show will go on.
The show will go on. It will be live every Tuesday, one way or the other.
Yep.
Even if it's Tess standing behind the counter.
All by myself.
All by herself. All by
I'm
myself.
going to get Gregory to come with me.
I don't know what to do with my hands. What do I do with my hands?
So, but UnPHILtered will always be live. Unless there's going to be some kind of weird thing that will happen, it will always be a live show and will be every Tuesday. Then Tommy and I will be doing a podcast type show, and it will be called Cancel My Box. And it will be released every other week on Fridays. And it will be recorded as it is stuff that we have to actually.
We're doing outlines and research and that sort of thing.
But don't feel bad because I don't feel like editing anything. So any stupid thing that happens on that show will be in the show.
Yeah,
we're not.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you will honestly get Tommy stupid.
Yeah, we're not good enough at this to edit things. So
and whenever we record, once again, see, this is where it's not us. Tess can be involved as much or little as she wants. That's on her.
Yep, it's on me.
After Dark will continue. That's our plan. Like I said, we want to do it as live as much as possible.
Yep.
Won't say it always will, but if we do, it will probably be more Zoom. And then maybe once or twice a year we'll do together, depending on what's going on. But it will probably be Zoom if it's live, which would be fine because it'd be more entertaining from each of our homes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that might be more entertaining. That will drop monthly on a Friday. We'll only do that monthly. And then we're going to have an anthology series, which if you read books or comics, it's exactly what it says. It's going to drop monthly on a Friday, and it's just going to be whatever.
Yep.
We've already got an interview set up for Tess. So one of Tess's anthologies is going to be interviewing a creator. So all that's been set up and talked about. We just got to get dates and all that for that to be done. And some of those shows, it may be that Tommy and I do an anthology from another shop in town.
That is the thing we've been talking about since we started doing all this, that we would love to go and shoot in other shops around Richmond because we're all friends. So I think it'll be fun to spotlight the other stores.
So we will begin to do that holiday special.
Brian says, cancel my box. Unfiltered. Brought to you by Tess's Noodle Arms.
Oh, I need to make a note.
All I can think of is seeing the little inflatable thing in front of the used car dealership.
That's exactly what I'm trying to convey here.
Okay, I need to take that home with me. I need to hand that over to a wonderful graphic design right now and see what she can do with it.
So anyway, so we will have a standard 4 shows under RCX Media starting. Like we're starting After Dark now. It will continue. If we're doing one in June, we'll do one in July, we'll do one in August. But as of September, it will all then be under RCX Media. We will continue. So we have 4 standard shows that we'll be doing. We will be doing Instagram, Facebook, and a TikTok for RCX Media itself, which would be a little different than Richmond Comics. And we'll be doing other shows too. That will just be sporadic in there. So if Tess feels like doing something, she'll do it, and she'll just throw it out there. We'll figure out where it goes. It may go under anthology. It may not. It may go under another heading that we choose, but that'll be how it goes. And we want your advice and suggestions also on what to do.
Like, would there be interest if Philip and I got together and built Legos while a camera was on and we were just talking nonsense? Like, is there interest for something like that?
I would watch it.
But that wouldn't probably be on YouTube, though. We would do that on
like Facebook Live or
no. We
Discord.
talked Discord.
Discord, right? Discord. Yes.
We talked about that. So we may do that on Discord or stupid things like that. Like there's things that Tommy and I are talking about just doing. So we are going to get a Discord. We are going to do what was the other thing? I can never remember that. Twitch.
Oh yes, we're gonna get Twitchy. Because I guess people can like watch things on Twitch.
Yeah. So we're going to work on that too. We're getting it. Tess is helping us.
Yes, I finally have.
Thanks,
time.
Brian.
Yeah. So Tess is that. But yeah, so Tommy and I are planning on doing a lot of stupid stuff. And we've got, like I said, we've got a lot of we've already working on our cancel my box stuff. So that'll be coming up soon. We'll start filming. So Tommy and I are going to start filming that in July.
Yep.
So we'll start filming in July to have enough content to where stuff will come out every other week on Cancel My Box for that. Once again, the other ones after dark will be, I guess it'd be kind of like Unfiltered. Like if it's live, it's going to be exactly like Unfiltered, just with the 18 plus header. If it's recorded, it's going to be exactly like Unfiltered. It's just recorded.
It's just not live.
You won't be able to interact as quickly.
Won't be able to interact as quickly. An anthology will just be whatever
the heck we want.
Yeah, I mean,
sometimes it might be live.
Yeah, we may do some live
but
anthologies.
Mostly, I think
Friday.
they're going to be pre-recorded.
Most of them most interviews are going to be pre-recorded, just in case a creator says, "Hey, can you cut that out?" We're like,
as soon as we figure out
how. But like things like that, it may be so. Like, and good thing with anthology is it may be that one person does a 45-minute segment. It could be that 3 of us do 10-minute segments and we put it together.
Yeah,
it is truly going to be comic related somewhat, or not even comic related, just something. But
like, we're going to see a lot of shows this year. Should we do some after concert reports?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, we probably should do that. Yeah. And then the other thing that I really haven't talked about, and I know we're out of time, so
we? Holy crap, we went over.
The other thing is Jacqueline and I mention Jacqueline and I are going to do a live show tomorrow on our Heroes Con trip. So everything that we bought, all the creators we talked to, I think I did mention it briefly, but that's going to be tomorrow at 7. So Wednesday, the 19th at 7 p.m., we will do a live show. And technically, this will be kind of an anthology show. So we will probably put it under that header. It's just going to be an early anthology show and talk about, the people we talked to, Brett's foot, the we got a whole bunch. We got a whole bunch of stuff to talk about. Now, I mean, we didn't buy a ton of stuff this year, but there were some good experiences. So we're going to do that tomorrow. And so if you want to join us tomorrow live, you can ask questions about our trip. If not, it'll be out there after that. But I think that's kind of things we'll probably do under anthology.
Yeah,
that seems like a good deal. Like we're going to do SPX later this year. Jacqueline and Tommy and I are going to do Baltimore. So we'll talk about that. I guess maybe we'll talk about, and we'll do some stuff like live. Maybe we'll do stuff live at the Fall Festival.
Yeah, definitely.
So we'll do some live stuff there. But a lot of that stuff we'll post to Richmond Comics, but most of this stuff will be under RCX Media at that point. So we're trying to branch out, make things a little bit better for everyone is what our goal is.
Trying to start our media empire.
Yep.
Empire.
But and we'll talk about this tomorrow, but I do want to say this. One of the things that I love about conventions is that Jacqueline and I talk to a lot of people, and I will say that the comic people as a whole, you will not find better people. The people that we talk to, you got your people that sitting there going, sky is falling, or they want to complain about it. But when you sit down and you talk to these creators, or you talk to these people who are, they have created their own independent stuff, there really are no better people out there and then across the board. And everyone they actually love everything that they're doing. I mean, just like here, we love what we're doing, right? And that's why we keep doing it. So it was an intriguing conversation. So we'll get more on that tomorrow, but I want to say that here because I don't think enough people, which is where these shows are coming from. All positive shows, and just more about the industry and as a whole. Like I said, that's kind of what After Dark is. After Dark's going to be fun, but it's just another part of the industry. So
I think one of the anthology shows is probably going to be how Star Wars is still awesome. I don't care what anybody says.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah. Like it's one of those things that is just sure.
Yep. All right. We should go. We're way over.
Yeah, we are. All right, everybody. Once again, thanks for joining us. We just had a lot of stuff tonight. And, especially with After Dark and everything coming up and what we're working on. So, and welcome, Tess.
Yes.
Full-time Tess. Tessa Boo's made it.
I made it in life. I get that happy now.
All right, everybody. Once again, thanks a lot for joining us. And we hope to see you Friday at 9:30.
Yes.
So if not, we'll see you next Tuesday. Thanks a lot, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. It's over here. There we go. Got that hand in.